Hello dear fans, friends, subscribers. Once again this is your host Ram. Unfortunately that computer glitch is once again coming back, so I have to come back and now once do a summary here. So today the first match that I'm going to talk about is the Investec Ashes Test Series, which ended, which was always expected, where Australia went on to crush England by an innings and 46 runs with nothing to really talk about, as there was not much resistance. Moeen Ali making 30 odd runs, and Butler also couldn't carry on, making only 40 runs, and the match was pretty quickly over, with England actually winning the Ashes series 3-2, but Australia definitely going with their edge side, especially considering the fact that one of the great batsmen from Australia, Michael Clarke, was playing his last day in international cricket today, and also Chris Rogers also playing his, and that was a good send-off for both. And Chris Rogers and Joe Root were the joint player of the series in this particular Test series. Stephen Smith was the man of the match for his century, and Australia truly deserved it. At least Australia would have the satisfaction that they didn't allow England to go and actually get on to the fourth win, and they also did it very well by actually humiliating England by an innings and 46 runs. As far as India and Sri Lanka were concerned, well, it started off with Sri Lanka, India resuming their overnight score. Yesterday it was Ajinkya Rahane and Murali Vijay at the crease. Well, both of them really put their heads together and played very soundly to put on 141 runs partnership for the second wicket, as Ajinkya Rahane went on to make his fourth Test century with some very good strokes, and also Murali Vijay, who contributed 82, and that was the innings on which the partnership on which the whole Indian innings was built up. And India went on to, India were all out for 320. Sorry, India declared. In fact, Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, declared the innings close at 325, thus setting Sri Lanka to win to get 413 runs for victory. And as far as the Sri Lankan bowling was concerned, it was Tarindu Kaushal, his right arm off spin, accounting for some key Indian wickets, returning figures of getting 4 wickets, and the other 4 wickets were shared by Damika Prasad. As far as Sri Lanka's chase of 413 runs for victory was concerned, Sri Lanka at close of play at the P. Sara Oval here finished on 72 for 2. Kumar Sangakkara, who was the first to be dismissed was Kaushal Silva, was out to the bowling of Ashwin for 1, but Kumar Sangakkara was the man on whose all eyes were centered. As we all know, when he walked in at the fall of Kaushal Silva's wicket, there was a huge roar at the P. Sara Oval, and why not? A great cricketer was playing his last day in international cricket, and he was walking in. It was Kumar Sangakkara, but unfortunately Kumar Sangakkara couldn't last long, and his last innings in international cricket ended with a whimper, as he could contribute only 18 of 18 balls. And Ravichandran Ashwin, who has been troubling Kumar Sangakkara to a great extent in this particular Test series, finally had his man. In fact, he forced Sangakkara to edge a ball outside the off stump, which turned, and Murali Vijay made no mistake, and Kumar Sangakkara walked for a final time in international cricket by waving his bat as he bid adieu to international cricket after making 18 of as many balls with 3 fours. And finally it was Angelo Matthews, who promoted himself in the batting order today, coming in at the number 3 batsman when Sangakkara was gone, and I thought that was the right thing to do to resurrect the situation. Yes, they definitely resurrected the situation in the company of the other opener, Karunaratne, who was batting for 25, and Angelo Matthews was not out on 23, and Sri Lanka closed at 72 for 2 on the 4th day, and now they require another 341 runs to win the match. The match is really set up. What a beauty of a day which is coming up tomorrow at the P. Sara Oval, with India requiring 8 wickets to level the Test series, whether they can take some sweet revenge on the Sri Lankans for their first Test victory, or whether the Sri Lankans are once again going to win this Test match and take a unbeatable 2-0 lead or winning lead. But all in all, I think India slightly have the edge because the final day Ashwin is bowling excellently, and there is a lot of turn in the pitch too, and I think India are the ones who are looking better placed. But again, it's cricket, you never know. The other day we saw Dinesh Chandimal coming up with a stunner in the first Test, one does not know what is in store tomorrow, but whatever it be, I would say a beauty of a day lies in store tomorrow at the P. Sara Oval on the final day of the second test match. And the other news that I will be liking to talk about is the second one-day international between New Zealand and South Africa, which ended with New Zealand actually squaring the leveling the one-day series 1-1, as New Zealand they did everything well. In fact, this was a pitch which was basically not good for the fast bowlers. It was a pitch which was more in tune with the slow bowling. The ball was holding, the ball was coming, there was not much pace of the pitch, so the ball was coming slowly onto the bat. You need to really play with some skill there, and it was the New Zealand who actually came up with the goods. But South Africa was the one who batted first, and they continued to struggle. They started losing wickets at regular intervals, and it was in fact, A.B. de Villiers also couldn't actually force the ball off the square. Farhan Bahadin was the one who actually got South Africa to a decent total of 204 by contributing 70 good runs. And the bowling for the Kiwis, it was very good bowling from Doug Bracewell, Grant Elliott, and also the other bowlers, all the other New Zealand bowlers. They bowled pretty well. As far as South Africa, in fact, New Zealand bowlers, I thought they really strangulated the South African batting to such an extent that South Africa were all out for 204. And then the openers, Martin Guptill, I would say, added insult to injury when with the bat they stroked the highest opening partnership for New Zealand in a one-day international against South Africa, breaking the earlier record. And what a coincidence! The man who was there, the earlier record was held by the New Zealanders, Mark Greatbatch and Rod Latham. Now, Rod Latham is the father of Tom Latham, and today Tom Latham, the son of Rod Latham, was involved in this opening partnership, which was a record 143 runs, if I'm not wrong, 145 I suppose, where Martin Guptill went on to register his 9th ODI century with some very good strokes all around the wicket. Tom Latham contributing 63 good runs, and what a partnership. This was the partnership which really shut out the South Africans, as they were the main contributors, and finally it turned out to be a walk in the park. And I thought it was the Kiwis who were showing much better skills here in the second ODI at Potchefstroom to put out South Africa, and the series, the one-day series, was leveled 1-1. So congratulations to New Zealand. The man of the match, it went to Martin Guptill. George Walker from the Kiwi team, the New Zealand team, today making his ODI debut. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really ends my cricket happening show for today. I'm sorry that I couldn't go the whole hog. I actually uploaded, but again I had some computer glitch. But now I'm not going to waste any further time, and I'm going to record this. Hope this is coming to you, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow on my next cricket broadcast. Until then, it's goodbye this on a Sunday. Thank you.